Hello and welcome to a short journey about the following question. Social distancing. How do I overcome distance? Yeah, this question is really important to me because wherever I go, in the public train, in the shopping mall, there's always that special voice telling me, please keep the distance. And that's new because I don't like it. I love to be close with people. I love to feel what's going on in the people's lives. And it's a challenge to keep a distance. On the other hand, it's also nice because I spend so much time at home like never before. The home office, we spend time together. But it's also challenging again because we are so close. There's more things happening that really make me angry. So we are challenged with keeping the distance. We actually don't like it. And one thing happened in my life for the first time. I had to put on a mask when I stepped into the public transportation. A few months ago, I had to put it on for the first time, and I felt so awkward in the train. But the funny thing is that a few weeks later, I forgot the mask at home. I was sitting in the train, and I felt naked. It was strange to not wear a mask. We get used to it so quickly. But the mask became actually the symbol of our social dilemma. Social distancing is a dilemma, and the mask is the symbol that we actually want to be close to each other. We have to keep the distance in spite of longing for closeness. We long for closeness. We long for love and intimacy, but we have to keep the distance. Why? The problem is that we are a danger for each other. It could be that I carry the virus and you become sick because you are close to me. And on the other hand, you could put the virus on me. That's why we have to keep the distance. It makes sense, actually, but it's a social dilemma. So how do we go and treat this dilemma in our lives? How do we overcome the distance? I think the first thing we have to ask ourselves, where does distance come from? I realize it's not the mask that is really the reason for it. Of course not. It has been here before. In our lives, the challenge and the dilemma was always there. We want to be close. We are the most important in our lives is people. And on the other hand, people are dangerous. We hurt each other. It's not just the masks. It's not new. It's always been there. It's been there with my parents, with my sisters. We already had wars at home even before the masks. So how do we overcome the distance? One reason that there is distance in our life is fear. We put on the mask of fear in our lives. We carry the fear because we don't want to show what we look like in real. We want to hide away with our sin, what makes us angry. We don't want to show it to other people, and that's why we put on the mask of fear. We retreat ourselves, and other people make themselves big, so it appears that they're not afraid, but inside they just make a bluff. We have to put down this fear because we are going to distance each other from each other, and that's a problem. On the other hand, we're gonna hurt each other. That's another fear. I am afraid that when I get close to you, you could hurt me. That's why we put on fear. We distance each other from ourselves, and that's a problem. What does the Bible say about leaving the fear? Christ didn't have any sin, but God made him become sin for us, so we can be made right with God because of what Christ has done for us. It's so great that we have a God where we can put down fear. We can show our real face. He forgives us our sin and He accepts us, and that is so powerful if we get accepted. And when God accepts you the way you are, you can lay fear down, and it makes you easy also to be intimate with other people and show your real face. The second challenge we have is pride. That sounds a bit hard, but actually we all live in our own reality. I want to tell you a short story. A couple went for a walk, and the guy was walking in front of his lady, and he was bit quicker than her. And the lady got angry because she thought he made it on purpose not to be seen publicly together with his wife because he was maybe ashamed. And she was angry about it. And he was angry because she was so slow. He thought, hey, come on, girl, let's go faster. And both of them got angry at each other, and they got stuck with their reality, and this little conflict can end up in a big fight. That's the way we are separated from each other by pride. You can see it with two circles. We think our reality is more important than the others. My stream is very much different from the mainstream or from the other stream, and we are proud about ourselves. And that's a problem. One sociologist, he said the following thing, Paul Watzlawick, he said, the belief that there is only one reality is the most dangerous delusion. We get stuck in pride because we think our reality is the only reality. And that's a problem. And one thing that helps us to think that way is social media. Let's have a look at it with Simon Egley, our digitalization leader.
Social media platforms use algorithms that help to display the content that is best for you, so you can spend even more time on the platform. They know what you like. This in turn allows Facebook to let you consume even more paid content or advertising, and the cash register rings. They know what you like. This in turn allows Facebook to let you consume even more paid content or advertising, and the cash register at Facebook rings. So what happens if these algorithms, in this unmanageable flood of information and news, only show you what they think is right for you or relevant to you? Your opinion formation is more and more controlled and manipulated by the algorithms. It becomes more one-sided and maybe based on untruth, false reports, and worst of all, you don't even notice it. Welcome to your own little social media bubble. And as long as the business models don't change, nothing will change.
Yeah, welcome in your own bubble, and that's a problem. It makes us proud. We think our reality is the only reality in this planet, and we keep distancing each other from each other, and that's a problem. God wants to solve that problem. Let's read how we can overcome pride. There is one powerful thing, and it's love. Here is my command, says Jesus. Love each other just as I have loved you. No one has greater love than the one who gives his life for his friends. The cross of Jesus tells us a big, huge lesson. If you want to be big, lay down your life. If you want to be the one who loves, give your life away. And that's how we can overcome the pride. We can lay down at the cross of Jesus, and there it's gone because he overcame it. He showed us how to do it. One guy in our church is Dave Cool. He realized how God came into his bubble.
Yeah, I grew up in a bubble myself, in a Christian bubble, if you want to call it that way. And the bubble was actually my perfectionism, my need to just stage something for the people or even for God. I didn't want to give anyone room to criticize me. And this is a very hard life, you know. And what God did, he didn't come and just pop my bubble and scare me away. He actually came into my bubble and just started to look with me together at my own heart. The ugly stuff, the embarrassing stuff, and the beautiful stuff. And I realized, hey, I don't have to be afraid of God. I can just be honest, just my real self. And I started to pray more honest prayers, write more honest songs, and just be more open before God, like you would stand naked in front of a person. And that's a bit embarrassing at first, but the longer I practiced that and I got more honest towards God, it also helped me to be more honest towards other people. And so to get rid of that bubble and live a more honest life.
Yeah, how great is the love of God. He comes close to us, and we can lay down our masks, the mask of fear, the mask of pride, and get liberated and be free. We can stand before God the way he made us and Because we are free, we can also come close to people. And you see that in the circles, when you lay down your pride, when you lay down your fear, we can come close and we can love each other. And we always find a way to treat each other right and to love the people around us. I invite you to lay down your fear, to lay down your pride, to experience a God who gave his own life away for his friends, also for you, that you can be liberated from your guilt, your shame, your sin, and you can be free from pride and start to serve people and realize you have a God who loves you, who sets you free and gives you the power to love the people around you.